tiger stripes and painted claws. Laughter rings with hidden flaws. Is she fierce by will or show? Only her shadow seems to know. A blank canvas, a work in progress, cassetted print and pampered no less. Evolved from cat to tigress. Is this freedom or a...
Sometimes I marvel at the subtle but significant differences between our Estolian horses and the Andalusians they gave rise to. Both can gradually lighten to a pure white over the years, a transformation that never fails to awe. But when it comes to passing on that striking trait, the breeds diverge in fascinating ways. With Andalusians, the inheritance pattern is clear. Grey is dominant. Breed a grey Andalusian, and you'll likely get grey offspring in predictable ratios. But Estolian greys, they're a different story. By all rights, breeding two greys should result in all grey foals. Yet, time and again, we've seen pairs that, by all logic, should only produce grey offspring, instead surprise us with a vibrant bay or black or roan coat. It's as if the usual rules don't quite apply, as if something or someone else has a hand in it. I've often wondered if perhaps deity intervenes, guiding the traits to emerge just when a particular horse is destined for a specific rider. It's an idea that feels right, somehow, in a land where our horses are more than transportation. They're a living link to our history, our future, and perhaps to something greater than ourselves. Gregorio Zakarian, Stable Masters Inscrito.
The faint hum of the hairdryer buzzed steadily, punctuated only by the occasional squeal of scissors or the murmur of gossip. Cat sat in the waiting chair, her head tilted back, draped with the slick black cape, as the stylist carefully painted fiery orange and deep black stripes into her hair. She closed her eyes, trying to keep her thoughts on the mundane task, in reality a canvas for the chaos to come. Mandy hovered, checking the stylist's brushwork with the critical eye of someone who's watched far too many makeover shows.
Montrose won't know what hit him,
she gushed.
This is going to be epic. Honestly, Cat, I can just see you as a jungle cat. Wild hair, killer nails, and that smoky eye you never let me do. Forget boring. This is going to be your look. Trust me, Montrose is going to go wild.
Mandy was already scrolling through her feed, luminous with anticipation.
If you think this is wild, wait until you see the shoes I found for the engagement party,
she blurted.
Mrs. Walter du Tournier. Can you imagine it? Me, finally. Front row at the Palma Yacht Show, shopping weekends, island hopping like I've always dreamed.
Her laugh was musical, oblivious. Cat tried to smile. She watched the foils being folded into her hair, tiger stripes blooming under practiced hands. Across the room, sunlight glinted on rows of bottled dye, amber, gold, onyx, auburn, reminding her of the confetti of promises swirling in the air around her. Mandy's voice spiraled on.
And it'll be perfect. You and Montrose and me and Walter. Best friends, double dates every Friday, matching summer linens. Oh, you'll see, Cat. You're going to love him. Trust me, Walter only fixes people up when he's got a real plan.
The words echoed, hollow as the salon's tiled floor. Cat pictured Montrose, whom she'd met only twice barely, Walter's easy charm suddenly chilling in hindsight. She remembered the flight to Mallorca, Walter's hard stare, the casual way he dismissed her questions with a joke or a shrug, the glint of calculation that seeped out when he thought she wasn't looking. The hairdryer's whir grew louder, filling the silence she couldn't quite break. On the surface, color and laughter. Underneath, the sense she was being painted into someone else's fantasy. Cat slid over to the manicure station, still encased in her black cape. The manicurist, Sonia, with neon pink braids and a stack of silver bangles, offered a quick grin.
Tiger stripes, huh? You're braver than I am,
she said, popping the cap off the first pot of lacquer. Mandy hovered, phone in hand, flicking between Pinterest boards and Instagram inspiration reels.
Make them fierce,
she commanded, thrusting her phone at Sonia.
More like this. See the accent nail? That'll drive Montrose wild. Trust me. First impressions last forever.
Sonia brushed on a line of neon orange, then traced a sleek, sharp black slash.
You got a big date?
She asked, more curiosity than interest.
Bigger than that.
Mandy answered for her.
Kat's about to meet her future husband. Well, prospective husband. Walter says he's loaded, worldly, totally smitten, even though they've barely met. This is basically her debut.
Cat flexed her hand, watching the stripes take shape, feeling ridiculous and a little exposed.
I don't suppose I get a say?
She managed, aiming for humor.
Girl, if you don't want him, I'll marry him myself.
Sonia joked, laughter bright and easy. Mandy rolled her eyes.
You're impossible. Walter wouldn't go to these lengths for just anybody. He's got an eye for talent and opportunity.
Cat stared at her nails, bright and wild and very much not her. The fluorescent lights flickered against the shiny stripes, and for a second the world narrowed to heat and color and the too sweet scent of nail polish. Underneath the hum and laughter, a shiver ran along her spine. All this attention, all this theater, was it supposed to make her feel powerful or just prepared for auction?
Almost done.
Sonia said, pushing Kat's hands under the ultraviolet light to dry them.
You'll be ready to take on the world. Or, at least, the next party.
Perfect timing.
Mandy chimed.
They'll be waiting outside. That's your cue, Kat.
Kat drew in a slow breath, flexing her new claws, and tried to imagine herself fierce. But as she gathered her bag and stood, her nerves tangled with the bright promise of the polish. Jungle cat, she thought, or cornered animal. Cat spotted Walter waiting on the tarmac beyond the sliding doors, sunglasses perched atop his head, phone glued to his ear. Mandy hurried ahead, calling out a breezy,
Play nice.
as she beelined toward Montrose and the waiting rolls. Walter glanced up, scowling at the interruption, but his frown vanished when he caught sight of Cat, her hair a riot of orange and black, nails slashing the air as she gripped her bag strap.
You look very Mallorca,
He said dryly, eyeing her up and down.
Hope you didn't tip the stylist too much.
She smirked.
It's all the rage for trophy wives, I'm told.
He gave a short laugh that turned into a cough. As he led her around the long nose of his squat, wedge-shaped airplane, she caught the fleeting wince, a hand rubbing his neck, jaw working as if biting back a headache.
Ready to learn how the other half lives?
Walter asked, opening the cockpit door with a little more force than necessary.
It's simple if you're not afraid of heights, small spaces, or, sudden engine failure.
Is there a checklist for that?
Cat replied, already feeling her pulse spike as she climbed into the hot, close interior. The seat still smelled faintly of fuel and aftershave. Walter moved slower than usual, eyes squinting against the dying sun. He began his safety spiel, a little too fast, stumbling over the part about oxygen and emergency procedures.
Don't worry.
He said, pausing to massage his temples.
Just keep your eyes on the attitude indicator. Don't get cute and, touch buttons or anything.
She watched as he reached for a bottle of water, missed and grimaced as if the overhead lights were stabbing into his brain.
Long day?
She prompted. He forced another laugh.
Just a headache. It comes and goes. It's the stress of being brilliant.
Cat sat quietly beside him, jungle cat stripes burning on her fingers, watching the man who always craved center stage shrink, just a hair around the edges. The engine revved, the world outside shrinking to runway, wing, and sky. In the golden hush before takeoff, she wondered what she was being launched into, adventure, opportunity, or something far more dangerous.
Chrome and glass, perfume haze, stories swirling through the blaze. She sits beneath the morning light, a metamorphosis in plain sight.